I've recently misspoken a video when I said that all Apollo astronauts were military test pilots before joining the astronaut corps. Well, that was true except of one man, Jack Schmitt, the lunar module pilot on Apollo 17, who was a geologist. Why a geologist? It's full of rocks. When NASA started looking for astronauts for the Mercury program, the requirement was military test pilots, and that was because there were so many unknowns. The agency thought that it was probably best to put people who were used to flying unproven and new aircraft, and basically being the engineer's eyes and ears in a cockpit, into the new vehicle, which was a spacecraft. That continued with the subsequent group of astronauts, but heading into Apollo, NASA realized that it might actually be really good to have a scientist on one of those missions. Even though you can train an astronaut to set up and gather scientific data on behalf of scientists on the ground, it's probably a lot easier to just have a geologist in situ who knows what he's looking for and can make better decisions than someone who's just recently been given kind of an overview in geology. Schmitt earned his PhD in geology from Harvard in 1957 and ended up working at the USGS's Astrogeology Center in Flagstaff, Arizona, where Apollo astronauts learned how to start looking for different kinds of rocks while on the moon's surface. He was the only scientist astronaut to fly on an Apollo mission, though I know some people are going to say that Skylab should technically be considered Apollo since it did fly that spacecraft. But he was the only geologist to go to the moon, and, bad pun incoming, probably had a field day.